I'm out of my mind, guys. Are we all out of our minds?
We are all out of mind. We have no mind left.
I haven't had mind for a long time.
I'll tell you where we definitely aren't, the Coop, because we're flying the Coop, and we just finished Out of Mind. And guys, I've never seen this before.
Oh, yeah?
How much fun was that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Getting some freelancer stuff.
yeah.
So sick.
So
sick.
So much little, as I've been saying before, world building on it. It's just,
Right.
yeah. Oh, it's so good.
The best like story writing we've had in like a really like it was so condensed and so small. The 14 minutes felt like, like 45, but in a good way. Like it felt like they got so much in there and you wanted more immediately when credits rolled.
Yeah. Oh,
And plus
so
you could
good.
do a lot worse than having a girl named Tex used,
Oh,
that many times.
man. I could hear it that many more and I would never get tired of it.
So we're going to go through Out of Mind. We're taking a short break, I guess technically for Red vs. Blue season 4 into 5. We don't know for sure what we're doing next week, but we may be into season 5. Who knows? We might have something special for you. We have a lot of other side things to talk about too, because this is only 15 minutes of content, but I think we have a lot to talk about with the freelancer program, just the general writing and all of this kind of glazing what we just saw. But I will say, if you're just jonesing for content, we, at this point, if you're listening to this on Sunday or anytime in the future past March 13th or 14th, 2026, we just put out our Star Wars trivia that I think everyone is very, very happy with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You will enjoy the trivia.
Yes.
Whoa, Packy just used the Force. Man.
Consensually.
Well, the first,
I mean,
the first part of it, because we only got through some of the questions.
That's true. This is our part 1. And I'm glad no one got upset by me calling it stupid Star Wars trivia, but I really feel like it fit like the
Accurate.
the vibe of the whole thing because it just felt so stupid.
Are you calling Clatoonian stupid?
No, I'm calling Droopy McCool stupid.
What about Poon to Boo Boo?
Droopy McCool the Kitonak?
Oh my god, it's
The
happening
amount
again.
of times I have said the words conduit worm is unreal.
Yeah.
Like, it has been my new STEM word.
I was sitting at work and I was like, Droopy McCool, or was it Matt, he calls whatever a conduit. I've just been quoting that. What's the line, Hammer?
Orcus compares Meeber Gaskin, a Zilkin, to a conduit worm.
I've just been saying
Pretty sure
that
you
at work.
just had a stroke again.
You gotta quit sneezing into the microphone, man.
Oh my god, it's so stupid. But I will say, and I said I wasn't going to admit it, but I will just for content. I'll tell you what, Meeber Gaskin does look like a conduit worm.
I can see it.
Yeah, I totally see it. Those like split eyes. And I will say, the second picture of the conduit worm, I'm so glad you didn't use that one, Hammer. Because like that's the one I used for the thumbnail of the video. But the one you posted was the right level of complete absurd nonsense that just looked like, I mean, it looked fake. I tried to use Canva to remove the background from the image and make it a PNG because I wanted the conduit worm going around and bordering the whole thumbnail. But even Canva was like, I can't tell what the fuck this is.
Which part is actually the background? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like it messaged it DM'd me and said, "Is that a person?"
What is this? You're like, you know what? That's a great question.
Oh man,
Conduit worm fails a CAPTCHA test.
So make sure you check that out. We're really proud of that one. We may put it out as an audio edition at some point too, because I think it does lend itself a little better to audio, especially if you're just hearing us react to these things. It's going to make you want to go look them up, but we will let you know about that. But right now, Red versus Blue, Out of Mind, guys.
Yes.
I'm so hyped. So hyped.
Yes.
But yeah, you guys were totally right. Opens with Tex chasing Wyoming, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Hammer.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm like trying to, I watched it. We watched it this morning, like right after I woke up.
I'll also say something that's interesting out the gate was the fact that like there were definitely a few little like funny moments with writing and comedy. A little, I don't know why I thought of The Martian while I was watching some of it, especially the stuff with Delta and York. later on. You didn't get the vibe that it was supposed to be funny. It was played very straight, and there were jokes in there, but the whole thing felt so intense all the way through. And one moment in particular that I know we'll get to it was such a great shift for what we've been seeing so far into something absolutely crazy.
Yeah, totally.
But Hammer, can you kind of tell us, like, how much context do we have for what Tex is walking into? We see Wyoming go into a room.
Yes, Wyoming walks into some sort of a base or a temple, which Tex has been tracking him to, like what we saw at the end of last season. It seems to be guarded by these British versions of the Zealots.
Oh my
They
God.
cracked me up. Did you hear that?
But, Tex being Tex takes him out, no problem.
Yeah, whole whopping ass kicking scene. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
And within
Oh,
the
yeah.
limitations of Halo 2, also. They
Yeah.
did such a good job with that.
So when did this come out? Do you guys know?
June 16, 2006.
2006. So was any of this shot in Halo 3? Or did that come out in 07? I can't remember.
That was 07.
07? Okay. So yeah, then, so we've got Tex, obviously badass, sticky grenades, the guy's foot. Awesome. Hey, Hammer, do you have something for how Wyoming got that warthog through the door? Because I definitely couldn't do that in Halo 2.
Oh my
I
god.
feel like I
right?
tried to do that a million times.
I mean, maybe it's a skill issue then, because I drive vehicles into doors all the time in Halo.
Skill issues.
I was trying to I wanted to quote that guy who DM'd you on Xbox.
Call me a little dummy.
Yeah, if you missed that, go watch us play Halo. Hammer gets bullied for the first time ever on Xbox Live, where someone calls him a little dummy who ruined the game. The craziest part is, it was the guy on the winning team who messaged Hammer on our team. It didn't make any sense.
I think that might have been the first time I've ever seen a sore winner.
So immediately, Tex is looking for somebody. Should I know? I think for context, I assume it's O'Malley, but am I supposed to be picking that up at this point?
It seems like she's trailing Wyoming, but she's more importantly trying to figure out who he's working for. And I don't know if we're supposed to know it, whether or not it's O'Malley. I think we're just trying to figure out who's the one giving him the orders.
But Tex seems to know because she says, "Where is he?"
Yeah.
Right. Well, by the end of the part 1, we hear Wyoming on the radio with O'Malley or Omega, whichever one it is.
Mhm.
And their voice, the person on the other end, is very low and distorted.
Right.
So, which we only really hear from O'Malley.
And that's why I wasn't sure. It felt like it was supposed to be that, but again, I didn't know if we were supposed to know or surmise. But okay. And then boy, part 2, I got so excited. We get Jimmy.
Private Jimmy in the
Private
flesh.
Jimmy was there. It's definitely a flashback, and it was such a cool scene. But it was actually a great example too of what we're talking about as far as it's fun and it's funny because you know who Jimmy is, but the scene was completely played straight with Church's concern for Tex.
It's crazy. I almost didn't recognize him with his skull inside his head.
But yes, we have a flashback to quote-unquote special forces training, which I think it's safe to call that Project Freelancer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, Church and Tex are having their conversation. Private Jimmy appears, who I did make a note, does sound different from the season 1 flashback.
That's a good point.
Which could potentially imply something's not lining up there.
Oh my God.
I mean, there are some gaps in the memory.
Oh, just wait. Yep. Wyoming appears briefly. Something I found interesting was that Tex gives a somewhat accurate recap of what we will eventually see in seasons 9 and 10
Mm-hmm.
about agents getting AI, how things were fine, but eventually people went crazy and they tried to remove AI, but some of them resisted. Just a lot of that lines up fairly well.
Yeah.
Let's see. But boy, it was nice to get that context going in. Like I said, I watched all of Red vs. Blue before, and I did not watch any of the miniseries. So having that context now, I'm really excited to see how that recontextualizes everything else moving forward.
But I do want to talk about this flashback scene. Do we think that it is a real memory?
Mm.
Ooh.
It would have to be
Hmm.
Tex's memory, right? Because this whole thing is from her perspective.
If it's real, yes, it would have to be her memory.
Yeah.
Is there any, so obviously you said the private
Hmm.
Jimmy thing. Is there something else that gives you pause?
Well, obviously, Church was not at freelancer training.
Okay. That I was going to ask about that too. All right.
Much less than standard issue blue armor.
Right.
Mm.
Without getting too deep into it, we learn in season, I guess if you want to count it as canon, season 14, that the Sidewinder incident didn't happen the way we thought it did. So Church and Jimmy potentially don't know each other like we see in season 1. But also, part of me wonders if you could interpret this flashback as the one of the director's attempts at fracturing the alpha.
Mm.
Interesting. Interesting.
Maybe even was was Tex a fragment of the alpha or something else entirely?
Yes, Tex is also known as Beta.
Okay. Okay, Tex is beta. Okay, so maybe this has something to do with that, being that it's supposed to be from Tex's perspective.
Right.
Hmm.
Chia, let me ask you. You're the person who has seen this most recently without the context of what comes after. Like when you watch this for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember your initial reactions to when you saw this?
No.
She may not have been.
Okay.
She was paying attention, but I don't know if she actually was there when I watched Out of Mind, because she had
Okay.
Yeah, I
she
think
was
this was
popping in and out
actually
for
my
Blood Gulch.
my first time watching it.
Yeah,
Oh.
she was popping in and out of Blood Gulch, but it wasn't until Reconstruction that she started really paying attention to the story and everything.
Well, then what are your reactions at this point now?
It was, as you were saying, it was crazy how much information they were able to pack into such little time. I'm still like trying to process everything that I saw.
Yeah, sure.
It- all in all, I very much so enjoyed this. I like that Tex's name gets mentioned. You finally get to learn her real name. That was pretty cool.
We have heard it before.
I have.
Allison?
I
Yeah.
think only once, right? I feel like Hammer pointed it out at some point.
Yeah.
It was like back in
Maybe it was
season
because
2.
he just kept saying it.
Yeah. Was part 2 where they had the flashback about where the AI were taken back out? What you mentioned, Hammer, where everybody went crazy and started killing, and then
That was in part 2 because in my
Yep.
notes, I didn't write any notes for part 2 because, again, I was still just like, whoa, taking it all in. And again, I had also just woken up, but I have line of black and white to get the AI removed. You wanted me to write
I asked
that
you
down.
to write that down because I think that's just marked as like an inconsistency versus the upcoming seasons about Project Freelancer, because they all had varying colors of armor, but that
Oh, yep.
scene showed all black armored troopers, all white armored troopers, probably to indicate at the time maybe that Tex and Wyoming were like the standard issue freelancer colors. But then like the next episode
Yeah.
they introduce York,
Mhm.
but maybe theoretically he's not in his issued armor anymore, so it's hard to say.
Right.
Mm,
Because if
Makes
you
sense.
remember back in season 1, somebody makes a comment that black is like the special forces armor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's why they had to paint Tucker that color to, I guess, char him that color really to
Make
to
him
have
think.
him blend in and make him think he's one of those special forces guys.
Him being all hot and sticky was just an added side bonus.
Yep.
So part 3, we get York.
Yes.
Without jumping ahead too much, boy, and I know York. So I don't know
Yep.
if he comes back. I don't know if I want to know, but
Okay.
it was exciting. That whole scene kind of linking up with him.
And Delta.
Yeah, you can't forget about Delta.
That was such like their dialogue worked so well together.
Oh, didn't it
I
though?
love their pairing.
Yeah, I highly enjoyed seeing those two. I love Delta when he freaks out over Tex and starts flashing.
Yeah, he's like, we have a problem. We need to take care of this right now. And that's not even like, let's kill her. It's like, hey, this is just all of this is bad. Us even being near Tex is a huge threat to us.
Yeah.
I like when they found out that Omega was gone. He's like, chance of defeating Agent Texas? Still very unlikely.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I get it.
Thanks, D.
Yeah, very I guess because I referred it to the Martian, but if we're gonna do Star Wars, very Luke and R2 almost.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Especially like Empire, like when he's going to Dagobah and he's just like kind of chatting with R2 in a much more casual way.
Yep.
Definitely some of that seems like it was in there.
But yeah, we get introduced to Agent York as he is trying to break into a store
Yeah.
because, turns out he was like sort of the infiltration specialist for Freelancer. They go back to York's apartment to talk about stuff. York mentions how he had an interior decorator help him with his apartment, and then immediately afterward clarifies that she's now dead.
She's dead now.
All it is like a mattress and a table.
It's such a little throwaway line, but it's so good.
I was curious if they're going to show the furniture. Yeah,
yeah, me too. I was like, ooh, did they actually decorate it?
Yeah.
I mean, a mattress is easier to move with two people.
Accurate.
That's true. So yeah, then, I mean, Tex basically just asks for his help, and he basically just agrees to kind of settle the score because something happened with his eye.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he said
Yep.
that Tex was the reason that he had one bad eye, and she reminded him that she was the reason he had one good eye.
Yeah.
Which without spoiling it for the people that don't remember, I love that we get to see that later on.
Right.
We get to see what they're talking about.
I did not know that. That's very exciting.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Well, I think you'll remember it when we get to it.
Yeah. Usually when you get to that point, yeah.
Yeah, I was also confused with that.
Okay, good. Because I was watching, I'm like, man, I was like, oh man, I forgot. I really like York. And then, the last part happens, and I'm like, wait, do I like York? Was that someone else?
I think something interesting that I remembered while watching this is that we didn't know that Gary was an AI at this point in the story on the initial watch through. And then Tex is talking about how Omega spent a lot of time in his head. You know what it's like, whatever they think, we think. And York's like, I'm familiar. Remember all of Reggie's dumb knock-knock jokes? And we shortly learned thereafter that Reggie is Wyoming's real name. And then, link back to season 3 when Gary was dropping a bunch of knock-knock jokes. It's kind of like they didn't outright say, hey, by the way, that thing was an AI this whole time. But leading into season 5, where we're obviously going to see that, they were like hinting at the fact that we've already met an AI before Delta and I guess Omega, but.
And Delta straight up calls out Wyoming had an AI named Gamma.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Guys,
Yeah.
my mind.
Yeah.
It's out of it. It's out of it. It's everywhere. It's blown. It's blown to pieces. It's everywhere. Wow.
Part 4 picks up with them having been doing a stakeout for the last couple of days and then finally deciding to go in. York is doing his stuff with the lock, and he makes sure to point out the fact that the lock is different from what Tex told him it was going to be, and how the one he's cracking now is much more impressive.
That's a holographic lock.
It's holographic.
There's a difference? Yeah, hence the 2 names.
Oh, the sass.
Yeah, and then York and Delta briefly have the conversation about how pride and stupidity are very closely related because they're talking about why they're doing it.
And he had it incorrectly categorized as stupidity.
Yep.
Just before that is where Delta says, York, why are we doing this? Killing Omega won't basically fix the damage done to you. And he said what you had said, that I'm not doing it to fix my eye. I'm doing it because my eye is broken.
Very cool line.
Yeah.
Well, very cool character.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh
A
my
very
God.
cool character.
I also like when Delta said, "Oh, I was not looking at it from a flawed perspective."
Yeah, exactly. But again, like funny line, but also like understands the gravity of the situation too.
Yeah.
Like it's a very it works on multiple levels, which I know is super pretentious to say about a Machinima series in 2006, but man, it really does.
Yeah, but 20 years ago, man,
Yeah, right.
this was unheard of from an internet comedy, an internet cartoon.
And like bold choice too to go for something so serious and to not be and I'm sure they maybe were worried, but to be confident enough in the delivery of a serious product to not undercut it with a joke. Actual like, oh, let's just say something to be sound funny because we are still like a comedy show, everybody. Like let's remind everyone. It was confident being itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great description.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hammer told it to me. His eyes rolled back and Bernie took over.
I like how part 5 starts out with a little glimpse at how quickly they could fall back into their freelancer
Oh, yeah.
tactics
Yep.
and how they sync up
Yeah.
together. I know this is not this series, or no, I guess not this mini series at all, but when they said sync and the other one said sync, I just I think of Caboose in a later season. When they're like sync, automatic dishwasher. Every time I heard it today, I was just laughing so hard.
And I feel like this is where I want to bring up, this was my favorite part because it actually reminds me of something I saw very recently. Chaos the moment she goes through the teleporter. Or the moment they go through the I think York is the second one in actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
So much chaos.
And the bullets flying and a really intense scene, like a
Yeah.
crazy firefight that
Yeah.
boy, like total tone shift.
I like how they're so vocal with everything that they're doing, and it's almost a little overwhelming to hear Tex and York shouting, what would you call that? Just like tactical positional
Yeah, like
Call
call
outs.
outs.
shit to each other, and then Delta also chiming in and giving York feedback for the side that he can't see and everything like that too.
Well, yeah, and the call outs being so cool and just that smash into action that we haven't seen in Red versus Blue at all. Like we've seen like those kind of set pieces up to this point,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think we've seen a real fight like that at any point up to now.
Definitely not. No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and it felt so cool, and it's there. It literally, I just watched Night of the Seven Kingdoms the other day, and there's a moment exactly like it, kind of snapping back into a huge battle, and it's just so compelling, especially because I mean you were already tense, and then that was like throwing you in the deep end with how they did it.
Yeah. But then Texas gun jams.
Yep.
And so, they're trying to move around, and Wyoming shoots York.
2 to the chest.
Yep.
Yep. And we learn from Delta that it's going to be fatal. And Tex offers, this is one of my favorite moments of this mini-series.
Mm-hmm.
Tex offers Delta the chance to, like, come with her rather than stay in the armor. But
Mhm.
Delta would rather stay with York because it's just part of what makes us human.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
perfect line.
goosebumps all over again.
It was an interesting line considering though Tex and Wyoming aren't actually human characters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. And
Wild.
Wait, you mean Tex and Delta,
Texan Delta.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you said Tex and Wyoming.
Yeah. I did have to pause for a second. I was like, wait, Wyoming's not human? But then the fake out was great.
Yes.
Yeah, that was him Delta projecting himself as Tex. That was really cool.
Yeah. Because it kind of predicted the hologram armor equipment that we later get in Reach.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
at first, I actually thought of that first, Hammer, because I went, oh, I was like, that's kind of fun. I think she's just being a badass and just walking towards him, but it looks like the hologram. And it was the hologram. I thought that was so cool. I don't know, 7 years early.
When I saw that and like she's just slowly walking towards him and he's just unloading his gun, I was like, I was almost like taken aback. I was like, wow, am I supposed to believe he's just that terrible a shot when he was able to hit Tucker from so far with a
Yeah.
sniper rifle? Like, what's happening?
I
And
thought
then-
the same thing.
Yeah. And I'm like, is this just a limitation of the fact that they can't do something cooler yet? And then it was literally them doing something cooler.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It
I'm like,
even caught
"Oh."
me off guard this morning when I've seen it so many times.
I wish these miniseries had director's commentaries.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
But then, as York's armor begins to shut down, Delta wishes Tex and Wyoming good luck,
Mhm.
which, it was just the courteous thing to do since good and evil are human constructs.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep.
Wyoming informs Tex that Omega has returned to Blood Gulch and jumped into a new host. And Tex proceeds to pummel Wyoming so she can get information from his helmet.
Importantly, after he said he would give it up, and she's like,
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah, no
I think
thank
I'm
you.
gonna beat the shit out of you instead.
I like my way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
That's
roll
my girl.
into continued in season 5 of Red versus Blue. Man, what a series. What a
Mhm.
miniseries.
Yeah.
I mean, I could totally understand someone who was watching it at the time being like, oh man, we're getting a miniseries between season 4 and 5ve. That sucks.
Mhm.
And then you're like, oh, okay, this is fucking
Like-
metal.
Like,
okay.
holy crap, this is like
Let me
the
just-
best thing I've seen yet.
Let me just eat my words real quick.
Yeah, that was awesome. So yeah, Out of Mind, we are heading into season 5 next, potentially next episode. Boy, I'm excited for so much now.
I very much enjoyed the miniseries, but yes, I am very ready. I am very ready.
You're very, very ready.
I'm
Nice.
very, very ready to
Very, very
get
ready.
back to the main series.
For sure.
I have a little bit of an update.
Oh, you have an update?
So, previously at our old rate, it was going to take us 85 episodes to finish Red versus Blue.
Year and a half, solid.
Ridiculous.
I did the math just before we recorded, and at our new rate, it will take us around 45.
Hey, and we're on episode like 20, or do we have 45 left?
No, that was accounting for what we've already done.
Oh, heck
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Wow,
Well,
holy
thank
shit.
goodness we're not just a Red versus Blue podcast, or we'd be almost like halfway through.
We'd run out of
yeah.
content.
And then we all just go our separate ways and we make a pact to never speak again.
Absolutely not.
We become like
Absolutely not.
we all become grizzled in like 50 years. We all get back together. Hammer's still young and a spring chicken. The rest of us are just he wheels us into the podcast.
Yeah, we actually have to check Packy out of the home.
Yeah.
Packy's been dead for 49 years.
I was going to say, that'd be really hard to do given how married I am to one of these people here.
Yeah, you better not
Oh,
go your
man.
separate way, or you will definitely
No,
have an early death.
Otherwise, I will be in the grave. That's for sure.
Technology is amazing these days. You know, I've heard you can live to be 180, 190 years old.
No, thank you.
So I got some fucking depressing news because it seems like
Oh,
we have
no.
to talk about this once a week. Did anybody see the EA devs with Battlefield 6?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Dude.
What happened?
So, well, Chi and Packy, Battlefield 6, highest performing game of 2025. So big round of applause to those devs.
Bravo.
Except, despite apparently having the #1 game of the year is not enough because they have announced layoffs
Oh my
across all the developers who worked and are still working on Battlefield 6, kind of keeping it up because it is a live service game. And all of the speculation seems to be because their year end is coming up at the end of the month. So they want to make their numbers look nice and plump and razor thin before they report their earnings.
Disgusting.
So
Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at the news right now. It's 4 teams across their places from Sweden, UK, California, and Canada.
well, Packy, you made the high selling game of the year. I mean, how did you not make it more #1? That's what you have to be thinking. That's the corporate mindset. We all have to be. We can't settle with being the best Red versus Blue podcast.
I think we're the only one, so.
I was about to say we might be the only one, but that's Hammer brings up a good point. We're announcing layoffs. We need to thin these numbers a little bit. Miss Floppy, you're out.
No, come
I've been
back.
siphoning money. I've been siphoning money off the payroll to Miss Floppy. No, I mean, just, it's just a bummer. I don't want to
Yeah.
harp on it for too long, but it does kind of go along with our theme we've been establishing of like people doing really good work for these game companies and just getting screwed for it.
Yeah, I guess 7 million copies in 3 days was a real shit tactic by them.
Yep.
Eat the rich.
I have something that kind of startled me earlier this week.
Startled you.
Oh.
Yeah, one of my friends was at the grocery store the other day, and they sent this thing to our friend group chat where they had an option to pay by scanning their biometrics.
Like their eyes?
No, their hand.
Oh, yeah, we have that here at Amazon's Whole Foods.
And at the just like Amazon
But
stores.
I think they're discontinuing it now too.
Yeah, you just pay with your palm.
Yeah.
Felt like some Detroit Become Human type of stuff.
Yeah. I've never known my palm to be so unique.
Well, have we talked about the fake store that was in New York where they said they were doing that?
No.
So when I was living in New York City, there was this store that Miss Floppy and I thought was so cool. It was Amazon themed, right? It was Amazon?
Yeah, it was an Amazon store.
Yeah. So it was an Amazon like convenience store / small grocery store where you would walk in and you would like have your phone on you and you were signed into Amazon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd walk through the gate and they would watch you. Well, no. So the AI or the computers would watch you and they would, if you picked up an item and put it in your cart, it would log that item. And then once your cart was full or you were done, you would just walk out the gate.
Walk out and it charges your Amazon account.
And it just charges your Amazon account.
Yep.
Yeah, we have one of those up in the UW Village here, north of Seattle too.
Well, you might want to look into it because I bragged about that to everyone. And boy, was I a fool when they announced what was really happening. Because there was no AI, there was no computers. It was 5,000 workers in India working in shifts, watching cameras and tracking you through the store and just totaling up what you were putting in your buggy.
Oh.
And
wow,
it was all fake.
I always wondered how they did it. I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive. Like, I never shopped in there, but I was just like, wow, that sounds pretty cool. I wonder how they do that. They have that at the what's the Kraken Stadium? Climate Pledge Arena. They have one of those there too. A little Amazon, like not a full convenience store, but it's just like a little, you walk in, grab your shit, walk out.
Yeah, so this is an article from 2024. Amazon's Just Walk Out stores relied on 1,000 people in India watching, not AI. This is from the Washington Times.
Oh my God.
Amazon spokesperson denied allegations that it was only those workers. They said the human staff in India annotates video images and they train the AI on what to look for. I don't know. It seems a little fishy to me.
Crazy.
It's ridiculous. But hey, it's the world we're living in. Or not living in. We don't know what's real at all anymore. But I'll tell you what is real. I think Packy and I got some merch.
Oh.
Yep.
What'd you get, Packy? What'd you get, Packy?
I got today what I'm hoping will be my first of many purchases from the official Jeff store that he relaunched recently. Because I wasn't around as a Rooster Teeth fan when he launched it the first time. I knew who Jeff was. I knew what Rooster Teeth was. I wasn't active enough to know that he had his own merch line until well after the fact that it was gone. And thanks to his, I guess, freeing up some creative space, and from what I understand from his streams, thanks to the influence and determination of his wife, Emily, he got the Jeff store up and running again. So I purchased the Popsick t-shirt and
nice.
the Sparrows t-shirt for me. Oh, I guess for Chia too, because she steals my clothes. And then I'm blanking on the name of the eyeball in the tunnel.
Chia, what's your review? How does it look?
He's been rocking the popsicle shirt today, and it is fabulous. I am
Fabulous.
obsessed. It's a pink popsicle skull with a bite taken out of it,
And it's melting.
See,
and it's melting. I love anything with skulls on it, and so when he showed me the sticker pack, and I learned what Jeff's like logo is, obsessed.
The skull with the dagger through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I also got. Yeah. The sticker pack, the first sticker pack that came out, which includes the Popsic, the Jeff logo of the skull with the dagger, and then Soul Window was the other one I was trying to
Ah.
find, which is the
Soul
third
Window.
T-shirt that I got specifically for Chia.
It
'cause
is
She
so
thought
cool.
it looked really cool.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'll be wearing that to work tomorrow.
it's a bummer because I wish, because you guys fit that totally. You guys are definitely cool enough to rock that kind of merch. I could
Yeah.
not. I do not have the requisite like coolness factor. It's like a video game where it's like, oh, like your magic needs to be at a certain level to wear like this robe. It's like your coolness has to be a certain level to wear Jeff's merch, and I just do not hit that threshold. It doesn't even show up in the store for me. It's like it has that red lock in front of it. It's like join a band to unlock this. I was like, damn it, all right.
We've got your size. This shirt just won't fit you.
It's like, no, it's just not for you. Maybe for you, cool shirts should be more of a hobby. It's like, oh, okay.
I'll tell you to back up what you're saying even more too. I went into physical therapy today, and my physical therapist had a student with her who she's going to be training for the next few weeks, and she was prepping him on my, I guess, like case, for lack of a better term, like what they're working on with me.
Mhm.
And right as I had walked in, she was telling him about how I always wear cool t-shirts too. And then she looked up and saw me, and she's
Interesting.
like, see, what did I just say? This guy's got the coolest t-shirts ever. And I was like, I literally just got this today. So I got to kind of promote it in front of a bunch of physical therapists. So that was pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Man.
Yeah, I'm super grateful that Emily convinced him to get it back up and running because, yeah, I love it. I
was
can't
about
wait
to say,
to rock
he's getting
my shirt.
compliments on your shirts.
Yeah,
That's not
it's
fair.
all right. I'll forgive him. She's pretty cool. She comes and sees me sometimes at the coffee stand.
Yeah, it's in the same parking lot as her coffee stand. So
Yep.
Oh, well then, yeah, she'll see you and she'll be like, oh, you wear the coolest shirt. Oh, maybe she's playing both of you. You ever think about that? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I got a red versus blue shirt from the Rooster Teeth store.
Oh, was it the one that wasn't supposed to go up?
Yeah, well, he said that, but it's still up, and I
Yeah.
don't think they were selling the shirt. I think I have a sneaking
I'm-
suspicion that this just accidentally went up, and he's like, oh, we might as well leave it up now.
I'm literally wearing it right now.
That's
I am
Nice.
too, Hammer. Oh,
oh, you
man.
guys are matching.
Aww.
God, isn't it cool how we're like this? We're able, like, we're at the right level to be able to wear this shirt. I was so excited. I was like, oh man, I'm allowed to wear that one.
I like that
I
one of
gotta
you is
say-
rocking it for the red side and one of you is rocking it for the blue side.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
Now I have a question for you, Hammer, and it could be
Okay.
the size I got it in.
Okay.
It seems off center to me.
Off center. In what way?
My red, like where it starts, like where it says red for red versus blue, is further to the right. Like when I looked, or further to the left. Like if you're looking at me, but further to the right if I'm looking down. Like it's not centered.
That happens sometimes in printing. I used to do screen printing.
Let me go look in a mirror.
Yeah, tell me what you think. Like I lined it up with like my nipples,
sometimes.
and
Do you ever think your nipples are off center?
oh, my nipples are off center.
My God,
Is this how
you
I'm
got
finding
the
out?
off-center
Red
nips.
versus blue? No.
Are
No,
you accounting for the
no, I
third
will
one or
say,
not?
I will say I want to. I don't, Mr. Burns. If you are by for some reason still watching,
Mine looks
great
fine.
quality shirt though. I can't recommend it enough.
Oh
And,
yeah, it's great.
the quality has been fantastic. This would totally be a print issue. Surprisingly good quality for brand new merch out the gate. Very comparable to regulation, but different because like different materials, I think,
Mhm.
from the regulation merch. Equal quality, I would say.
Yeah, I
Heck
want to
yeah.
say Jeff and Regulation use Comfort Colors
Yeah.
as that's a t-shirt brand, right?
Yeah, that's the brand.
Yeah, and I can't remember which one they used for the I hate the government shirts that we have, but
I think
those are
that's a
super
Bella
comfortable.
canvas.
What's that?
I think that one's a Bella.
Bella Canvas. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
those are also very comfortable shirts.
Okay.
I have such
Cool.
odd knowledge.
Yeah, the perks of being married to somebody who used to screen print t-shirts.
I've had so many odd jobs.
That's
Screen printing
that's
was
awesome, though.
so much fun. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I loved it. I absolutely loved
Man,
it.
That's so cool. What's the strangest thing you ever saw screen printed on a t-shirt?
Oh,
If there
God.
was anything.
The strangest thing? I don't know about the strangest, but like my favorite ones obviously stuck in my mind. We did the tuxedo t-shirts for a guy for his bachelor party. And of course, I printed myself one and my best friend one. And then we wore them to my wedding reception because we're
Whoa.
classy bitches. We did.
As tank tops, even.
Yeah, we did it as tank tops. And then we did printing for this one company that did a lot of nerd references in their screen prints. I don't want to mention the company, but one of them
You can say it was Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
I wish. Oh my God. But this company had us print a couple different shirts for this order, but one of them was Washington, and it was a map of Washington laid out like Lord of the Rings. So,
Ooh,
I printed one of those for myself. And then we
cool.
did their name, but it was in like a font of all different video games. And then on the back of one of their shirts, we did from the Oregon Trail, "You have died of dysentery." So I printed that one for myself as well. It was a ton of fun. Every once in a while we got to print like our own stuff. I made hoodies for the wedding party when we got married, and then
Oh yeah, I just wore that yesterday.
nice.
It's so
And
cool.
I
Yeah.
screen printed on a canvas when we were teaching my sister how to do it. She screen printed this beautiful like silhouette of a lady, like it was gorgeous. And then of course what I printed in multicolor, like I laid down multiple inks on the screen, and it says, "At least my trauma made me funny." If that is not an accurate representation of my sister and I don't know what is. But yeah, it was a ton of fun. Setting up the machines was awesome. I preferred setting up the manual machine because it was a lot easier. The auto press was a bitch, but it made everything go quickly once you started printing.
Man,
So,
that is
yeah.
so badass. No, I've never got to do anything cool like that. All my past jobs just got me closer to Jeffrey Epstein. Boy,
I feel the
Do
need
we-
to defend myself.
do we even need to leave it in?
God, yes.
Everyone laughed, so I feel like I have to leave it in now.
You could bleep it.
Oh my
Oh my
God, that
gosh.
would be hilarious.
Yes.
It's funny if I just bleep Jeffrey, so it's like you just beep Epstein. So, Hammer, what do you want to defend yourself on?
Last episode, we talked about the machinima and Infinite, then the issues we had.
Mhm.
You made a little bit of a deal about how I supposedly asked you to help film and then just ended up killing you a bunch of times.
Wait, what?
I remember
Yeah.
that.
Oh, what do you mean? I made a deal of it. I don't understand.
Yeah. You talked about how you like love to do the machinima stuff and how. Yeah. Here's
let's be clear. My deal was that you kept me hanging around for 25 minutes when you were filming and just didn't say anything. And you're like, "Oh no, I don't need you anymore."
That was after.
Yes.
But to defend my message, because I never asked for help filming it. I said, "Are you free to hop on Infinite? Super quick, I just need someone to kill a few times, since apparently you can't start a match with an empty energy sword."
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, Hammer. You're right. I should have not assumed that you wanted to film something. I should have assumed you needed to let off some steam. That you're like, I just need to log in to Halo and just kill you a bunch.
Get
like
in
you
here
kind
so I
of
can
pissed me off
beat
this
your
week on the
ass.
podcast. It's like you interrupted me. I'm angry. We need to hash this out. I only have two other things that I want to update before we get to. I know Hammer wants to close us out with some cool stuff that got ruined last time. If you heard how my audio Andrew Pantoned at the end of last week's episode. I was editing it and Miss Floppy just goes, "Oh my God, you sound horrible." I'm like, "I know, I'm sorry. My first thing, number one, Shiny Hunt update. We are at 590 resets.
Oh my God.
Oof.
I have tried to 591. I've tried to do it only on the podcast now because I think it would be fun to like have it hit on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So I also had a secondary idea that I want to throw
Immortalize
past
it.
you guys. Well, yeah, and give a little sausage talk. A second idea I want to throw to you guys. I made sure that I could stream from the Switch the same way we do like the gameplay videos.
Oh, yeah.
With our next recording, I could, from my safety recording, stream and record the gameplay. So you guys could have
Nice.
it up and minimized on your screen. And then I could also release it as, instead of just the static flying the coop thing, you know how like Regulation has like that video game,
Yeah.
just like aesthetic. We could just have me going and talking to Professor Oak and pulling the Charmander over and over and over again. If we wanted something different for our background
Hell
while we
yeah.
do the shiny hunt.
I like it.
Oh my God, I just had a panic attack because I was talking and I hit A too many times. So I nicknamed my Charmander. I nicknamed my Charmander and I was like, this is going to be the one that becomes shiny. Fuck. But don't worry, it wasn't. We're on 593.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
There's that. And then Hammer. Do we have notes or mail or both?
Both. Before we get to that, I did have one more thing.
Oh, please go ahead.
How familiar are you all with Scream?
I feel like I watched the first one like maybe when I was a kid. And I'm a huge like horror movie fan, which is crazy that I haven't watched them. But yeah.
I remember
know
the
all
monkey
the-
was the killer in the Jay and Silent Bob version.
Yes, he was. I'm very familiar with him from the Scary Movie franchise.
Ghostface killer.
Yeah.
Was he the
What's
scream?
up?
Yeah. What's up?
Was Scream where he's like, "Do you like scary movies?" Was that one?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. That is the one I've seen.
Aren't they up to like 7 now?
Yeah, it's 7 just can't. I assume that's why Hammer wants to bring it up.
Yeah, I think he went and saw it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, the opening weekend I went to see the new one, yeah.
okay. How was it?
Do tell.
I would say 85% of it is one of the best Scream movies, but 15% of it is one of the worst.
Oh.
Hammer, can I just say, you've
Yeah.
seen fucking Scream and more Predators movies than years you've been alive, but you still haven't seen Back to the Future.
I have not.
That's
It's
upsetting.
criminal. But
It's
he's
okay.
also waiting
Yeah.
for homebrew.
Yeah,
right?
he's waiting for
Oh,
homebrew.
that's true.
We're gonna watch
That's
it.
true.
We're gonna watch
I'm
it.
sure he goes home every night. And he's like, "Oh, I almost was gonna watch Back to the Future tonight, but
If it wasn't for
about
that
it.
damn homebrew.
I have to wait to watch it with the old people." And they're gonna go, "See, Hammer, look, it's in color." What's the other 15%?
I did actually make a video on my channel where I went into all the details.
Ooh, plug.
But yes,
And what's your channel?
Hammer Machinimas.
Plural. That's more than one.
I've made more than one.
Exactly. I'm trying to help you
With-
out. Yeah, I know the name of your channel. I'm on your channel. I know your fucking channel.
Oh, maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
Without spoiling it, because it's only been out like 2-ish weeks at this point, I think the reveal of the killer or killers was a bit underdeveloped.
Okay.
Was it? Can I just ask? Just because I feel like this is the way it would go. Was it too referential? Like it was somebody from a past movie that doesn't totally really make sense. It was just done for the shock factor. Because that's my whole impression of those Scream movies.
I feel like this is the one movie where I can't answer that.
Okay, fair. Okay.
Yeah.
And it only makes sense if you've seen it. But it got me thinking, do you think Batman could
Hmm.
beat Ghostface?
Yes.
I say no.
Oh, I don't know enough about Ghostface to say one way or the other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
same.
I don't know for sure, but
So do I, but do you feel like you really need to?
Well,
Batman's fighting like DC Thanos. I forgot what his name is. Darkseid.
DC Thanos.
Well, here's why I say no.
Okay.
I would say at this point, Ghostface is not a person, it is an idea and a mantle. So it wouldn't be a
Ooh.
matter of taking down people. He would have to somehow stop people from ever picking up the Ghostface mask again.
Dude,
And
And I
they're
don't think
really
he
easy
could.
to come by.
That's like when people try and stop the Batman.
Hammer's gonna start writing fucking Screamopedia.
Now I feel like I really need to watch these movies.
Sure, he could lock up the individual people, but I don't know that he has a way to stop other people from doing more Ghostface killings.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So you're saying Batman can't beat religion, basically? Like by that same token?
I mean,
Yeah,
if you
Batman
ever
can't
watched
beat
Gotham,
God.
no, he can't.
Yeah, okay. All right.
The Joker in that
Yeah,
one,
Gotham was a good show.
his minions in
Mhm.
that one was impressive.
Yeah.
God, I loved that show.
Yeah.
Fucking
They
loved
used to
that
film
show.
it near me in New York City. They like you could always tell because they had those old school cars like lining the road.
I am
And you'd be like, oh, they're
flipping
filming
you
Gotham
off right
today.
now. I am so
It
jealous.
was so cool. I never got to see anybody, but I just saw like the sets.
That's cool.
Did it have any kind of like a code name? Like how Daredevil is Hell's Kitchen or whatever?
I'd never know. I
Okay.
saw those yellow sheets everywhere, but like I used to know what they meant probably in like 2017, 2018, but I don't remember anymore.
Mhm.
But I could tell usually what it was, whether it was that James Spader show, Blacklist. Was that
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was
James
Blacklist.
Spader?
Yeah.
Blacklist would film at my grad school, and then like Daredevil filmed across the street. So like I knew those because I saw them all the time, and Gotham too. But now I don't remember.
Do you
I'm
think?
sure it had some badass name.
Do you think if they needed a code name for Gotham, they just copied the Got Milk ad and put Got Ham? Nobody would know.
You know, Timothy Chalamet's catching a lot of heat. Did I tell you guys I
Oh
met
my
Timothy
gosh.
Chalamet?
No,
No.
you didn't. But also, why is he catching a lot of heat? I've seen references to it, but I haven't seen exactly what happened.
He's acting like a pretentious white dude, if you will.
What?
Oh.
What? But that's such a shock.
A
Legas.
white dude is
Yeah.
acting like a rich white dude. What?
Especially Timothy Chalamet. Look, I've given him a lot of shots, and I will admit I have not made it all the way through Dune Awake, but apparently that second one really is amazing. But I just watched Timothy Chalamet in The King the other day. I refuse to watch that Wonka movie based off the trailers of his performance alone, which maybe isn't fair. But I've seen him in a lot of things now, and I'm just not impressed with him as an actor that much. But more so, based on all of his interviews I've ever seen, I just find him to be so pretentious and how he wants to be like an actor. And they're like, wow, he's just got such this drive and determination. I'm like, okay, maybe, but like, I just don't see the actual talent on screen. But he
Yeah.
basically said that the ballet and
Opera.
opera were like dead art forms. You know, the thing that people have been going to for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't he the dude that looks like the sister from Stranger Things?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I would say a rat, but yes. But yeah, he put his foot in his mouth, and the internet is doing their thing where they used to love this guy and hold him up, and now they hate him.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I know Miss Floppy would want me to bring up is that everyone, when he started dating the Kardashian,
Mm-hmm.
Kylie Jenner, thank you. When he started dating Kylie Jenner, everyone was like, wow, she's too stupid for him. She's too dumb for him. He's an intellectual. He's like super impressive. And like, she's dragging him down and all this other stuff. And it's like, maybe they're meant for each other.
Yeah. They sound wonderful for each other. What are you talking about?
We got contacted once again by our anonymous individual.
Oh,
Oh,
what have we
What'd you
done wrong
do?
this time?
yeah.
It's not that we did anything wrong. We were discussing why Tex and Church are the only ones that can come back as quote-unquote ghosts. And my answer was essentially that Tex shares certain qualities with Church that no other red or blue does,
Mm-hmm.
which this individual gave their version of the answer, which is the most simple answer is because she's Church's love interest. If you know, you know. If you don't, it'll make sense in season 10.
Or in the first half
Okay.
of this podcast where we called her the beta. So if you haven't heard that yet, rewind this about 35 minutes.
Well, I will say, we used to appoint people to things. Remember, we had like supplemental czar and titles. I want to appoint Hammer to anonymous stranger czar. I want him to take. I want him to personally rubber stamp every red versus blue opinion that we have, and make it like he has to say what our official podcast position is. And that way, any flack we get from anonymous stranger goes straight to him. Because I can't take this responsibility.
Nope, that is most definitely Hammer. Just out here talking to anonymous strangers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hammer, you're not allowed to talk to strangers.
I know who they are, but
But do they know who they are?
no one else will.
But does the audience know that you know who they are?
They do now.
Well, I just said I do.
Oh, but did they? I honestly don't remember.
But yeah, we have an email.
Ooh, email. Do the song.
Bow.
Email.
Yay.
We can't use the Homestar Runner one. That's already taken.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hello, FTC.
Hello.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Oh my God.
First
Wait,
you
they
guys
called?
working your
caller.
way
Oh my God, I love it. They listen to the radio.
Listen to
on.
us on the radio? That'd be awesome.
That would be great.
Hammer, the radio is what we used to listen to hear music.
And also people talking. It was like podcasts, but before podcasts.
In the morning, you'd listen to funny morning zoo guys, and then at night, you listen to Art Bell tell you why the aliens were running the government.
Hell
It was very
yeah.
fun.
I listened to the men's room in the afternoon.
Whoa.
That's the name of the show. She's not putting her ear up to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
That's how someone died in Scream 2.
I have got to watch these movies.
With you guys working your way through season 4, I wanted to share a theory I've had for a long time about Andy that I've never heard talked about anywhere.
Ooh,
All right.
Theories. Okay.
Love me some Andy. Sassy little bomb.
Little bowling ball.
When the bomb goes off at the end of season 3, Lopez is shown washed up on the beaches of Zanzibar, notably as just the head. Later, when Tex explains how she built Andy, she says he was built from parts of a protocol robot she found on the beach.
Right.
Then in season 6, Washington makes a point of saying that protocol robots aren't standard issue and are extremely rare to come by. So,
I think I see where he's going with this.
Whoa.
Lopez washes ashore without a body. Tex finds a protocol robot body on the same beach. The odds feel a little too convenient, which is why I've always run with the theory that Andy was actually built using Lopez's missing body.
Wow.
That explains why he weighs a ton. It's Lopez the Heavy.
Do we have fucking rocket scientists listening to our podcast?
What the
But wait, there's more.
There's more?
In season 3, Caboose also mentions that Andy used to know Sheila, which would only make sense if Andy had previously been around her in Blood Gulch, likely as Lopez's body. And if I'm remembering correctly, one of the season commentaries mentions a scrapped plotline about Andy being Sheila's ex-boyfriend, which could also help further expand on Lopez and Sheila's relationship back in Blood Gulch. Curious to hear your thoughts as you get deeper into the season. Signed, Anonymous Friend of Hammer.
Fucking what?
Friend of Hammer. It's just Hammer. That's a
It's-
lie.
Just
It's
Boy,
just-
Anonymous Friend of Hammer, you're
it
too
another
smart,
tool
Frank. You
in the
should start
belt?
your
Is it
own
screwdriver? Come on.
nail. No, he's from Dragon Ball Z.
No.
The nail. Boy, what an intelligent and well thought out and well written, might I add, comment.
That's crazy.
Can someone smarter than me give what they think? Because I'm easily fooled. I think that's right. Whatever he said.
I mean, the math checks out if you think about it. Like, Lopez needs to be translated. Andy's the only one that can understand him outside of Donut's 4 years of high school Spanish. I mean, Andy's just a
Man.
translator
That's a
slash
good point.
bomb, but like, I mean, I was saying it to be funny, but also Lopez the heavy and Andy weighs a lot.
Yeah.
That's true. That's very true.
Huh.
That's
That's
Man.
fucking bonkers. I never thought about that.
Man, imagine watching this show with a brain. It'd be so awesome.
no
Like,
thank you.
Man.
It is.
Let's say I'm just taking it in. It hits my eyes.
Does your
and then
anonymous
that's about
friend need a podcasting job? Because holy shit.
it. But say he can replace me. How is he at remembering intros? Man, well, this has been another exciting episode of Flying the Coop. But I remembered, Hammer, I'm reading Thrawn. You guys got me into Star Wars again.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
I'm reading it at work, which probably isn't good, but
It's the best
I will
place
say
to read. Are you kidding me?
I'm like 3 pages in and I already rolled my eyes once. But
Oh.
I have to remember
no.
that this came out before the prequels. So I'm trying to keep that in mind. And I actually do really enjoy it. But it was like
Thrawn
my
is
name's-
great.
he was like, I'm Captain Papillion. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. I think that's actually the first, I think that was the first line of the book, actually. At least my Kindle copy. It's like Captain Papillion turns. I'm like, oh.
Like, okay, here we go.
This is going to be interesting because you have no previous knowledge of who Thrawn is, right?
No, I do. I listened to the first Thrawn audiobook. I mean, good Lord. I listened to it on a cassette at the library in probably the late 90s.
Okay,
or
Grandpa.
Early 2000s.
So, Hammer, cassettes are what we used to listen to audiobooks or music on before CDs.
So, you know how how they call him Thrawn?
Yes.
Yes.
Grand Admiral.
Do you want to know what his actual name is?
Oh, fuck.
Thrawn.
Oh, drop
His,
it.
What is
his name is
actual
Thrawn.
name?
Drop it.
Try pronouncing that.
Wait, what?
Oh, God. What did you put in? You put it in the chat.
Mithranariodo.
Oh, dude, that's so
Baggins.
stupid. Okay.
Baggins.
I'm out. Never mind. I'm out. I'm out.
That looks elvish. What?
That does look elvish.
Wrong books, babe.
So here's the thing. That's stupid. I like Thrawn so far, but I will say the
Oh,
first
hold
thing
on.
he's doing,
That's not his birth name.
the first thing he's doing in the book is meditating, and that's when I rolled my eyes a second time. And like, I don't want to interrupt Admiral Thrawn while he's meditating. And I'm like,
You don't.
well,
Grand
Well,
Admiral.
here's his birth
Grand,
name.
You're right.
Hivu Ra Nuru?
Oh, so his name is Kivu Ranuru or Mita Ranurodo for short, but for long,
For long. No, that's his nickname.
my nickname's twice the size of my first name.
I mean, mine kind of is.
Oh, and then she has brought up Lord
That's
of the
fair.
Rings once or twice, and then Packy brought up Lord of the Rings once or twice. So as the music plays, I also want to say I watched the Green Book the other day. Got all the way to the end. Did not realize Aragorn was the poor, nice guy who helped the piano player get across the South.
Oh,
the races
yeah.
South.
I've only seen
But-
that movie in shorts.
Yeah, well, okay. Let me be honest. I watched it via shorts. I did not watch the film,
Yeah,
but
same.
I've seen most of it through shorts. And there was like a cool scene, and where he faked that he was like he either had a gun or maybe he actually had a gun, and someone's like he actually had the name of the sword from Lord of the Rings. And I was like, oh shit, that's Aragorn. That's really cool. Man, he really let himself go after the whole elf thing. But, you know.
What can you do, man?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
The music was so loud at the end, you wouldn't even hear me.